Good morning. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great morning so far. 7 a.m. on a Wednesday. Oh, it's a Wednesday. Happy hump day, everybody. And as our buddy Arno would say, Wednesday's a better Tuesday. So we're going to make some money today. What's going on, Jack? Welcome. Good morning, dude. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing awesome as well. Feeling super blessed today. Look, we already won the day by waking up, so take that and run. Let's take a look at the charts and the news and see what's going on today. So we have durable goods at 8:30 in the morning for the dollar. Oil inventory at 10:30 a.m. So if you're trading oil, there's that. Durable goods, might shake the market a little bit, but does it really move the market in a directional bias? Unlikely, probably not. But definitely something to keep in mind when you're trading is at 8:30, you have that news. All right. The dollar, I'm not even going to really cover it. It's still sitting here consolidating. Really not much going on here. Just in a range. Surprise, surprise. Not too worried about it. Looking at US30 though, going to be interesting because guess where we are on the chart? I gave it away already, but we're at a very, 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 very strong area of support and resistance. Big rejection area. Even if you bring it left, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and this is the 14th area that is, or I guess this 14th time cluster that has retested this zone and potentially rejected. So definitely looking for a similar price out. You don't typically see price come through. I mean, you do have those outliers, but I'm almost certain that when it does come through like this, you probably have some big news events, because look how large these candles are. Large. So I would expect price action today for the Dow to give us a nice fat rejection wick somewhere in this area like prior price action, and maybe get some dip buying off of it. 4-hour chart. Let's see where the best 4-hour zone is going to be in this area. Right around there. Trying to find the best point of this entire area for a potential 4-hour rejection. And this seems to be it. Looking at current price action, that's where we saw this last 4-hour rejection wick. We saw this big bearish volume here, bullish engulfing, nice rally, coming back down now to retest this bearish candlestick. So this could be a nice area for some dip buys on the Dow. Looking left, yeah, this is definitely an area that I'd expect support to be found. Hourly chart, you're seeing a lot of just higher, a lot of wicks, higher low wicks here. So it's a matter of time before we get running on up. 30-minute chart, yeah, it's very tight. 15, it's very tight in this range. We're getting just tighter and tighter and tighter before it then eventually does something. Now, maybe we get a wick below lows first, and then we get that rally to the upside. That's why I'm not going to trade yet, because you don't know if we're going to get this candle to start pushing down through these lows, leaving us with a rejection wick, bullish engulfing. And then what does this tell you? It tells you that we just grab liquidity. Buyers are now in play, and we're going to push this thing up and up and up, right? To fill this move. So this is the ideal play we have for US30 today. If we don't get that liquidity grab and we do start breaking through these highs and we can get through point of control over the overnight session at 33,600, then I'll look for potential retest and run, or I'll look for, okay, price closed. You know, we got resistance here. And then we'll keep an eye on, all right, price closes above resistance. A wick. Then we'll look for a wick down. And then for price to continue on higher during a volume time. And then we'll look for a momentum entry on the break of this high, looking for a push up, stop below this low. So those are the two scenarios I'm going to play. The only two scenarios is either a wick down and run, or we get that some kind of momentum breaks the upside. As far as sells, not going to play sells on the Dow today, that is, just because there's a lot of wicks and rejection in this area. Not enough range. I'd need to see a day to close below here. So buys are only in play on the Dow. Let's take a look at S&P. Daily chart on the S&P sitting at a pretty strong area of support. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is now the 12th retest of this zone. Just left a double top here on the daily at 41.60. Top one down the 4-hour chart. This is going to be the best area to place our level at. Just broke through this support at 41.10. We're sitting at 40.74, so we're below 4100. This is a pretty strong area. We've seen a lot of 4-hour dip buys, so you see, okay, pretty full bearish candle, very strong bearish candle, very strong bullish, very strong bullish. And so although it looks like we're seeing some pretty weak action here, doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to start pushing through, right? We could potentially grab liquidity and then pop through, fill this move. The ideal play today is the dip buys off of the support across the board in equities. If we do start pushing lower, our second line of defense for the S&P is going to be 40.60 for the US 500 here. That was the next area of support. If we give up 40.60, then it's down we go, right? So for now, for the S&P, sitting at a double bottom, we are showing some divergence in here. That's awkward. We're showing some divergence here on the RSI as well. So buys are looking better and better, right? So ideally you get a wick through the lows and then we can get a rally like this. And I will play this after that liquidity grab, expecting a push to the upside. So same idea on S&P as we have on the Dow. They both have pretty clean ranges. So I will take either one. Probably the Dow, but whichever one sets up better. US 100, the NASDAQ. This is a tough one. This area here, this whole zone has been a strong area of rejection on the NASDAQ. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where it's like the 11th rejection of this zone here. We had a nice big wick lower below the zone. Yesterday closed above with the rejection here. So today, let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. going to be the best area probably for the 4-hour zone. Typically, when you see price drive through lows like this and we're back above the zone, you want to see a push to the upside. However, not a great range here. I mean, NASDAQ on the 1 hour has been showing a lot of lower highs to bring down. Kind of still sitting in this descending channel here. So we don't know yet if this is going to be a rejection to then push back up or if it's going to just continue on down to the bottom of the channel. I don't like NASDAQ's price action at all. Just completely just shit, right? So not trading the NASDAQ today. So only going to entertain S&P and Dow plays. Move on to metals. After I get a sip of my Jocko Go. Pink Mist. Pink Lemonade. It's a new one. It's good. It's good. Brain power. Looking at gold. All right, let's remove drawings and just start fresh here. A lot of stuff going on. Let's get rid of this profile. So you have 4 hour, or I guess it's 1 hour. So we'll go with a daily real quick. Daily's just in this big range. Daily support. It's pretty strong daily support at 1994. Daily resistance sitting right around, let's say, 2010. So let's see if there's a better 4 hour zone to adjust. 4 hour. Yeah, looking good. Let's make this one a little smaller. Yeah, so it's going to be the 4 hour zone to keep an eye on 4 hour zone. So buys look good here so far on the 4 hour. Seeing a lot of rejection wicks, higher lows, big rejection wicks, bullish engulfings. We're above the 4 hour area of support. We've seen this 4 hour bullish candlestick. We're now potentially trying to push up. So I think we get a nice push at least to 2010 for the day. 2 hour chart. Again, sitting on top of this strong support. Last 2 hour closed bullish above these bodies. Current 2 hour wicks, VWAP wicked that break, and now we're potentially pushing higher. 1 hour chart, we do have this 1 hour resistance at 2000, just north of 2000. We're actually fighting 2000 right now. So we have resistance and support. Let me fix this zone slightly. Support sitting at 1994, resistance at 2000, 2001, we'll say. So I'm not going to trade this range. Pretty choppy range, right? A lot of wicks, just very, very choppy range. It's a big enough range, but not a clean enough range. So the only way I see myself playing gold today is going to be how I played it yesterday. I'm going to need to see a close above 2001 on the at least the 30 minute. Let's look at the 15 minute. Yeah, it needs to be the 30 minute. 15 minute, you have these nice descending highs. We're actually wedging up into here nicely. I would need to see a close above 2001, and then I would look for a potential wick down and momentum play to the upside, up towards like 2008, 2009. That would have to be during volume time. So looking at the 30 minute. 2001, 584. You get a close above there. Then I will look for a wick down. And then a push up towards 2008. And I will take a long. After it wicks down, after it breaks this high, I'll put my stop below that wick created, looking for a push back up towards this 2008 high. This is the only play I really see for gold today. That is on the long side. Short side, I would consider if we had a break below 1993. And you could either get a retest and push, or if it's during a high volume time, you probably won't get the retest, and we'll just look for a close below, right? A close below, wick up, and then a push down, and then we'll play that momentum sell. So it just depends. It depends, right? Gold, you'll get those momentum plays if it's during a high volume time. If it's not during like a 8:30, 9 o'clock high volume time, 9:30 nicey open, then typically you can expect some type of like retracement for a sell. So just gonna have to play it by ear. What's going on, William? Good to see you, dude. So we'll just play gold outside this range. Oil. Yesterday, rejected this resistance, bearish engulfing. Today, nice upper wick, now selling off. So I fully expect oil to give us a gap fill today down to 75.70. 4-hour chart. Support sitting at 67 or 76.70. 4-hour bearish engulfing after this pullback. 2-hour nice rejection wick closed weak, currently pushing down. So 1 hour, not going to play on this range, but I will play it if I get a close below. If I can get a 30-minute close below 76.75, because I don't want to get stuck in like these wicks or a wick, you know. I don't want to get any stuck with any of these wicks. So I'll either look for a break and retest for sells of 75.67 if I'm trading before, let's say, 8:30. If it's after 8:30, then I'll look for one of those momentum plays where we get a close below, and then we get that continuation sells below the low of this candlestick here. So we'll just see. Probably doesn't seem like it'll want to wait, but that's the only play we'll have. We have resistance sitting at 77.80. We could potentially range trade this thing as well. So if we do break above 77.80, then I would entertain a buy to 79 if it's during high volume time. Pound yen had some really nice buys last night on pound yen. Caught a 3-to-1 move. I caught buys at 165.750 and caught it up to fill this move. So very clean buys last night. As far as today goes, daily chart yesterday closed bearish engulfing. Today we pushed up, wicked, and now we're pulling back slightly. This is an area you see a lot of daily wicks on the upside, right? A lot of daily wicks. A lot of upper daily wicks here. So this could be an area where we start selling off from. 4-hour chart, potentially creating now after this double top, higher or lower highs. We have this flat bottom here at 165.500. 2-hour chart sitting at resistance 166.700 area. 1 hour. So you have clear resistance, support sitting right around 166.250. And then you have support, major support sitting here at 165.500. $30-minute chart. So really anywhere outside of this current range, I'd consider taking a position. Either get a breakthrough 160s, 166,700 and get a push towards 167,800. Or you can get a push back through these lows, through VWAP, and then start pushing back down towards 165,500. So I'll play outside of this range here. 15-minute chart. Yeah, so we'll see what it wants today. Not really in the game of anticipating, so I'm going to react on a move one way or the other. That is everything I am looking at today. So some decent setups. I think we can get some really good plays today. Just got to be patient. Patience will be the key today. And I'll leave it at that. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Safe trading. Have a blessed day. And I will see you tomorrow morning. I'm going to hop off and trade on Zoom with my guys now. Peace.